So, welcome everybody. This is a video from my Elite Dangerous section. Hope you're going to enjoy this. So, for some time now, I'd say about 2 weeks ago, I had bought an Alliance Chieftain, Alliance Crusader and an Alliance Challenger. Hadn't got a clue what I was going to do with them. If you've watched my other videos, you'll know that each name of every ship I've got has got a meaning. There's a way and logic behind how I name my ships and so forth. So all three of the ships started out with the world has been combat, and then I've settled on they're all going to be armoured frigates. I haven't got any armoured frigates, but this is what they're going to be. I do think they look more like they're going to have more of a dropship role in Odyssey, but anyway, so if you're unaware of why they all start with USC, it's because that's the squadron I'm in, and the logo is the thumbnail of this video. Although I have stated before, when I do Elite Dangerous videos, there's some that'll be primarily promoting the squadron, and others that are just me talking about my experiences on Elite Dangerous. This video is just about me and my ships. I just use the logo because I'm proud to be in the squadron, and I couldn't find a picture that had all three Alliance ships in. So yesterday I just had like a crazy idea of what to outfit them all as. So we'll just go on to the fandom page to begin with. So all the Alliance ships were designed to be combat vessels against the Thygoid vessels. I have never seen a Thygoid, and I've not done any of the Xeno hunting or anything like this. So these, like I say, I just bought all three of them just as a because I could. So the Chieftain is a highly agile ship. So what I was thinking about with this, and bearing in mind this is just very basic stuff at the minute, is the two large having the beam lasers, and having them both as thermal vent and overcharged, just because I haven't really flown any of the Alliance ships in depth. I had a Chieftain ages ago and I used to fly quite a lot of the time, but I haven't flown any of them in depth at all. So I've got them, and then because it's an agile ship, although they're all medium ships, I just put everything else as frag cannons. So I'm going to have one with corrosive shell, and it's overcharged. The rest, as we can see, are all overcharged but with incendiary rounds. So the reason why only one has got corrosive shell is it's not a stackable effect. I do like the frame shift booster, and in fact that is quite a respectable range. Just in case I get into trouble, I can go quite a long way away from it. Although I am saving up for a carrier, so I like to have a decent jump range, because like Felicity, you can't get a carrier in there. So yeah, so that's the weapons for the Chieftain. please comment what you think I should do. I am looking for opinions and suggestions on all three of the vessels. So the shield boosters, I would have thought they had more utility slots, but anyway, the Chieftain has got 4, and I've done them all heavy duty supercapacitors, just because I can't get it over 200 megajoules. 2000 megajoules. It's not. I'm going to get it as high as possible. The overall DPS I can get out of the Chieftain on the current configuration is 125.7. If anybody else is interested in the numbers. So my weapons will drain in 3 seconds. But the frag cannons are constant firing. They fire the 3 shots and then that's it. Bearing in mind, I haven't put on here any engineering for quite a lot of the core internals. So that one's easy to do. Master Manager, there we go. I haven't done the thrusters or anything, but that's it. Just thought maybe the frag cannons might work with the Chieftain. I'll have to have a look at the hardpoint placement on the ship itself, because if there's quite a lot underneath, I don't think it's going to work. So the next one is a Crusader. Whereas the Challenger is like an advancement on the Chieftain. As we see here, it bursts enhanced specifications in the form of additional hardpoints and more durable armour, but still having the same maneuverability. The Crusader is like a split off, so it's got decreased speed and mobility, but to compensate it's got a hanger. So what I thought about this, yet again, like with all 3 of them, basic engineering. I've only done really the shields, the hardpoints and the utility mounts. I've done none of this actually in game. I'm just looking at the numbers. So the shield is reinforced, grade 5, high cap, and they're all heavy duty supercapacitors yet again, apart from the bottom one, which I'm actually going to change now. Although a prismatic shield will be better, I'll probably about to get 1,600 megajoules. I'm going on what I've got unlocked at the minute. I haven't got any grade 5 engineers unlocked at the minute, but I can start doing these builds. I've got the ships, I've got access to all the weapons, I can engineer the shield boosters to grade 1 at least. I can do the shield to grade 3 I believe, so I can make it a decent start. I'd say I could do like getting them for 45% of engineering everything to a grade 1 at least. So with this it's different. With the large I'm doing a multi-cannon overcharged with corrosive shell, just because to have that effect of that corrosive shell you need to keep constantly hitting the enemy, Otherwise the effect wears off for a while. After a while, sorry. So then, yet again, we've got 2 frag cannons. These have both got incendiary rounds and they're overcharged 5. I've done them over incendiary rounds and not 1 corrosive and 1 incendiary rounds, because the multi-cannon has got corrosive shells. So I'm still benefiting from both of them effects. I do like the experimental effects very much. So, and then on the small hard points, which I believe on the Crusader, the one like the nose of the ship, 1 on the left hand side, 1 on the right, and 1 above the cockpit to the back of where you sit. 3 1E beam lasers, and they're all overcharged thermal vent, just because I'm not sure on the heat yet again, how much heat this ship is gonna bump out. I have degraded the Guardian Frameshift booster from a 5H to a 3H, just because it's a combat ship and everything takes priority over your jump range when in a combat ship. So as long as I can escape the system, it is fine. So you'll notice I've not bothered with any of the military optional internals. The fighter bay, you can't choose what fighter you want on here, it's just basically the module itself. All these are going to be obviously 5A. The power plants I'm going to try, although normally I have, like if it's a grade 7 slot, I have a 7-8 power plant. I'm going to try so it reduces the weight. Do the minimum power plant. So as you can see here, let's have a go. Thermal spread. So actually on here with what I've got, an overcharged grade 2, actually grade 1 would be fine. That's obviously, I'll probably have to go grade 2 in fact when I engineer other stuff, but if that is how it's going to stay, which it isn't, but for the short term, if that's the order of engineering I don't have to worry about the power plant until later on. So that's good. It also saves engineering materials, because if I only have to do it to grade 1 or 2, 3 at the max, them engineering materials from a grade 4 and grade 5 perspective I could use to do a grade 2 to 3 possibly on another vessel. So although the ships look very similar, they're by the same manufacturer if you like, I'm trying to do them different. So I want to be able to take the Crusader out and go, yes, not only can I tell it's a Crusader by the name, because it says the name of the ship, and the fact that my Crusader is called USC Montrose, I want to be able to tell it's a Crusader by the way it handles and the weapons. I want to be able to go, yes, I've got a multi-cannon here, I don't own the other 2. Yeah, I've actually got beam lasers on this. So moving on, like I say, the Challenger has got enhanced maneuverability. It's the most expensive of the 3. You don't get a hang of it with this. For this, overall offence, I mean, it's 123.9. I'll just show you compare. The Crusader is only 115.1, but obviously you've got the fighter bay to compensate. The Chieftain is 125.7. Actually, the Chieftain has got, at current configuration, more firepower. Actually, we'll just change that. Like I say, any comments you want to say, please advise me. I will punch it in and check the numbers. So we'll do that. Overcharged. Thermal vent. There. Yeah. Love that. That's gone from... That's got like 15 more DPS than the Chieftain. And hopefully with that amount of frag cannons, it's just gonna be a tank, so... The shield generator yet again, reinforced high cap. Shields, I believe, are the best out of all of them. It's 1-4, 1-6, the other Challenger. She's heavy duty super cap. Heavy duty super cap. Same. The same. Maybe at a later date I'll have prismatic shields on, but I'm trying to do it so it's easy accessible stuff. You don't have to do anything necessarily to gain this stuff. So like, I take the engineering as a necessary part of the game. Unless you are very new to the game, you will have at least something engineered on your ship. So yeah, again you can see all this is A-rated. The power consumption on this actually isn't bad. Some of you might say the fact that the 5H module in a 6th grade slot is a bit of a waste, but normally because it's a combat ship you'd obviously put your whole reinforcement packages in and all that, but you've got 3 slots dedicated to that anyway. 3 grade 4s that might just put a surface scanner in there. I might even buy another one and have it like as an exploration ship. Although I know it's not going to be the biggest jump range. It would be the Crusader because it's got a fighter bay. So about a lightweight everything. Including the shield boosters. Everything would be lightweight. And I'd have a fighter and an SRV, and it'd truly be like an exploration ship. So going back to the names, because all 3 ships were near enough released at the same time, and I've stated in other videos, all of my ships are named after warships, primarily Royal Navy, but we have got a couple that aren't Royal Navy in origin, such as the Bismarck, and that's it actually, yeah, because I took the Enterprise of every single one, apart from the Bismarck and the Black Mamba, are actual Royal Navy ships. The Black Mamba, as soon as I bought the Mamba, I fell in love with it, did it black, and, well, it's staying there. The carrier, when I get it, which will be soon because I'm at 2.2 million, I just need like triple that. Really. Yeah, so they've all got named. All the names are of Royal Navy frigates, and so are the identification numbers. They're in order. I thought it was quite nice because, like I say, the Chieftain, the Crusader, and the Challenger all came out at the same time. They are like sister ships within the game. Just like the Phantom is Mark II. The Kerber Mark III to the Kerber Mark IV. The Viper Mark III to the Mark IV. And there is speculation we're going to get a Mamba Light. So you will see on here. Probably them 3 ships there, the Phantom and the 2 Crate Mark IIs, they will get moved down. The 3 Mambas will be moved to the right, and then I'll have 3 Mamba Lights. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Please hit the notification bell for more content, so you get notified of more content. Please subscribe. All your support is gratefully received. If you want to pick the next video, I'm more than happy for you to do that. So if you want to learn about my crates and see what's happening with them, hit me up, do it in the comments, tell me what you want. There is quite a lot going on here. I'll give you a little sneak peek because I do appreciate all you subscribers. So the USC Vanguard is like a mine hunter that has literally 22 burst lasers and 2 mine launchers. That is just like if I want to explore anywhere and just for a little bit of fun, and if I run into trouble then I ain't going to stay and fight. But while I'm boosting away and trying to get out of mass lock, I'll use whatever weapons I've got. So, and it's a good indication of if they're on my tail, because if the weapons aren't firing, they're out of range. So I know, right, I'm gaining away. Because obviously I'm going to be locked on wherever I'm going to be warping to. That was the last ship I bought, actually, I believe. The Phantom's going to be classed as a survey ship, but that's going to be my jump ship. That, as you can see, that was recently bought as well. There is major plans. If the Panzer Clipper and Mamba Light come out, I'll be getting like 3 of each of them. So going from 18 ships, it'll be 24. That'll be a whole new row at the bottom there. So when I buy them, I'll probably save up enough money to buy them all, and then I'll do a video on like the naming of them ships, because it also helps me, because I've got like a terrible memory with, so for instance with the USC Black Mamba, although all the modules on there are what I'm going to keep. The setups exactly all that ship needs now, really, is more engineering. As you can see, there's 3 shield boosters there that aren't even engineered. That shield booster needs, the double brace needs to change. But apart from that, the only thing that I was debating about is when I get my fleet carrier whether to take the booster off. Because and the cargo rack's going to be taken off. The fuel tank might go down to the grade 2. But because the member hasn't got a great jump range, I've had to sort of work it into the optional internals. But yeah, if you guys want a suggestion on member builds, that setup, it works brilliantly. I'd advise, like I've got, to have the cursive shell with one of the 3C multi-cannons. The rest incendiary rounds. The beam laser is just epic on that. Some people may think, well, why haven't you got 2 beam lasers? You don't need 2 beam lasers. Trust me. That thing kicks butt. And the multi-cannons have got, I think, 2,000 ammunition, apart from one got slightly less. I think it's the corrosive shell one. You get slightly less ammunition, but obviously it makes up for that because of the corrosive effect causes damage. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video. Like I say, if you want to hear about any more of my ships, there are other plans, like I say, as well as getting 3 pants clippers, 3 member lights. I'm planning on getting another Anaconda and 2 more corvettes. The 2 corvettes that I'm going to get will be named USC Tirpitz, USC Yamato. The other Anaconda will be named, let me just get this right, I believe it was Rodney, her sister ship. So yeah, Rodney. So I like to have ships remaining. I think it's sort of in my own little quirky way, paying respect to those that have fallen during the war, so those that have got destroyed on the Nelson. Great. So yeah, please comment, like and subscribe, and tell me what else you want to see.